Lexus has built up a real presence on Irish roads, and their cars and SUVs are very much loved by Irish motorists. This is the new Lexus RX. It's actually the 5th generation model, and of course the RX has been around since about '98, and for a time it was one of the only hybrid luxury SUVs on sale. This new one is now plug-in hybrid only, and Lexus has introduced plug-in hybrid technology for the very first time. It's badged the RX450h+. Now it goes on sale price from about €89,000, and it goes up against other high-end luxury SUVs like the Range Rover Sport, the Volvo XC90, the Audi Q7, the BMW X5 and the Mercedes-Benz GLE. So how does this Lexus fare against its rivals? I'm Caroline Kidd and you're watching the Carzone YouTube channel. If you like the look of this RX and would like to find more new and used Lexus cars and SUVs from trusted sellers, then head over to Carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. Before we get into the rest of the video, please click subscribe to stay up to date with all our latest videos, and please remember to give this video a like as well. I think this new RX is their best yet. It's very beautiful, it's very elegant. We see this evolution of the Lexus spindle grille with this really nice detailing, and then that's framed by these slim LED headlights as well. So it's unmistakable as anything other than a Lexus, and I think it really stands out against its German premium rivals. Onto the bonnet, this is a 2.5 litre petrol electric hybrid. So there's an 18.1 kilowatt hour battery, and there's two electric motors, one on the front axle and one on the back axle. So the combined power output is about 309 horsepower. 21-inch alloy wheels come as standard whether you go for the luxury model or the premium, and those are bigger than before and they just add to that really elegant, classy look of this SUV. Now they've moved that A-pillar back and the bonnet is a little bit more elongated than before. The actual car is about the same length as it was before, but it's got a longer wheelbase by about 60 millimeters. And then there's just this really nice sculpting along the side, lots of nice design lines. So it's every inch the elegant luxury SUV. If you look closely, you'll see there's a little pattern here in the rear lights. Now that actually mirrors the design of the spindle grille at the front. And if you come around here, you'll see a full width light bar. Very nice, it's new for this new generation, and Lexus is now spelt out across that boot lid. A powered tailgate comes as standard, and it opens to reveal 461 litres. That's up to the parcel shelf. Now that's by no means the biggest boot in the class, but it's still a good size, and you've got a nice low flat sill. There's a little bit of underfloor storage as well, and there's also buttons here to let down those rear seats, electronically of course. The new RX gets a very contemporary cabin, and a lot of that is down to this new design and also the new tech on board. There's a new full digital driver display and also this new 14-inch touchscreen as well. The cabin is exceptionally well finished, lots of good quality plastics, leather and plenty of soft touch materials as well. There's also plenty of adjustment here in the steering wheel and also the seat. The seat is 8-way adjustable, so it's very easy to get comfortable in here. And also it's the attention to detail that you find, like this new electronic door release in these doors as well. It's a real premium touch. This new touchscreen comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and also over-the-air updates. This is a much more minimalist cabin, so there's less buttons, and a lot of the buttons have been removed from the center console. So even controlling the ventilation is mostly done from the screen. So that might bother traditionalists really, but there are dials here to adjust the temperature. But everything else, you're going in and out of this screen for that. There's loads of storage, so there's some space in here, and there's a wireless smartphone charger and a couple of USBs as well, actually 4 in total, which is very impressive. You've got cup holders with an adjustable floor so that you can have a larger bottle here, which is really clever. And then this armrest opens both sides. So that's the sort of attention to detail that Lexus brings to their cars. The RX is exceptionally well equipped, as it should be, because this is an €89,000 car. But you get heated steering wheel, there's heated and ventilated front seats with a massage function, and of course that 8-way adjustment. There's that panoramic glass roof, there's the wireless smartphone charging, and also lots of standard safety equipment as well. Now if you go up to the premium model, that costs from about €97,000, and it adds a premium stereo with about 21 speakers. There's an adaptive variable suspension, there's lots of wood trim, and there's also heated and ventilated rear seats as well. A very well equipped car, very comfortable in here as well. It feels like a proper luxury SUV. There's loads of space here in the back of the RX. It's actually on a longer wheelbase than before, so I've got loads of leg room and also good enough headroom as well. That middle seat should be comfortable enough for a third passenger, and there's a flat place down here to put your feet. There's also an armrest and some cup holders in there. And there's no hatch that opens through to the boot, but these rear seats, they split fold 40-20-40, so you can actually let down this middle piece if you need to pop something into the back of the car or carry longer items. There's air vents here, there's also tri-zone climate control as well, and there's USBs. And the finish is so good back here, it's just pure luxury. Lexus has a long history in building hybrids, and they actually came out with the first RX hybrid back in 2005, so it was way ahead of competitors and a real pioneer of the large luxury hybrid SUV. Now for this 5th generation, they are introducing plug-in hybrid technology for the very first time, and that's the model we're getting exclusively in Ireland. It's a 2.5 litre petrol electric hybrid. There's 309 horsepower, and 0 to 100 is about 6.5 seconds, so there's plenty of power in it. If you charge the battery, you can drive electric for up to about 65 kilometers as well. And even when the battery charge runs out, it's remarkably efficient, because Lexus is so clever at making hybrid that this will just default to running as a standard hybrid when that battery charge runs out. It doesn't default to the petrol engine like a lot of other plug-in hybrid SUVs. So it is really very efficient consistently. So my average is about 5.8 litres per 100 kilometres, which is very good for a large hybrid SUV like this. And motor tax is about €140 for this plug-in hybrid. There are a number of different settings for the hybrid settings in this car. So there's an automatic mode, and that means it will shuffle between the EV drive and the hybrid drive as it sees fit. You can also hold on to the charge in the battery as well by pressing a button. So that's handy as well if you want to hold on to it until you get into town and city driving, where you can really make the most of that battery charge and drive in zero emissions. This is built on the GAK platform that's shared with Toyota, and it's more rigid. There's a lower centre of gravity. There's a wider track front and rear as well. So it just feels more planted on the road, and they've improved the handling and the responsiveness of it. There's also a trail mode, so that gives you a little bit of extra grip in low traction conditions. And it's not the sportiest of these large SUVs, but it handles very securely, it feels nice and stable. And what I really like about it is how agile and nimble it feels for its size. It's not too unwieldy for a large SUV like this, so it's very easy to handle in traffic in town. The most remarkable thing really is just how comfortable and refined it is. It is so quiet and hushed here in the cabin. So it does use an eCVT gearbox, and they are notoriously noisy. They send the revs into overdrive. But because this is so hushed, you're you're not even really aware of that at all. It's certainly not an issue in this Lexus RX hybrid. So overall, really like being behind the wheel of this Lexus RX. I love the comfort and the refinement, and that plug-in hybrid is genuinely efficient as well, and it gives you that option to drive it electric for a limited range. The RX is a great alternative to all those other large SUVs. It's understated elegance inside and out. Now, it's not quite as sporty or engaging to drive as some of its rivals, but I really like how comfortable and refined this RX is. And Lexus also makes really good hybrid, and this RX is a case in point. This plug-in hybrid is reliably efficient. Remember, you can find more cars for sale on Carzone.ie, Ireland's trusted motoring marketplace. And if you liked this video, please remember to give it a like and click the subscribe button to stay up to date with all our latest videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.